Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Big Natty Pod. Today, I sat down with Ike Rafferty, and he talked a lot about his experiences navigating the New York comedy scene after moving from Austin. He talks a lot about his background with acting, improv, and how he began doing stand up, as well as the Absolute Show. So, yeah, here's episode 28 with Ike Rafferty. But yeah, I'm happy to have you on. I think you're a really funny comic.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it. I'm happy to be here. It's a
yeah.
nice place, nice
Thanks.
setup you got.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think you might have been one of the first people I saw perform at Creek when I started doing like open mics there.
Oh, really?
I think I saw your like Johnny Gash and Friends was like the first show I saw,
Okay.
and so funny. And then meeting you after, I was surprised. I don't know why I like thought you were gonna be that person. Like
No,
you had me
yeah.
fooled, and I was like, but
No,
it was cool too. I was like, wow, he's very good at like,
Gash is his own guy.
yeah.
I did meet Pauly Shore as Johnny Gash, so
No
that was kind of
way.
funny.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
he just happened to be in the green room, and there was a chance that he was going to go up on the show.
Okay.
And so I was hosting as Johnny Gash, and I didn't want there to be any confusion if I introduced him as Ike or myself as Ike first.
Oh, okay.
So I introduced myself as Johnny Gash to Pauly Shore, so that was fun.
That's cool.
But yeah, Johnny Gash is crazy, man. It's a crazy energy to tap into,
Yeah.
and but yeah, when I get to go back to being myself, it's very different.
Yeah, it's cool. You're very diverse.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there it goes.
Gee, fuck.
Sorry.
I didn't sign any release
I
waivers, so
know. We're going to get sued.
I'm having your ass.
Yeah.
The second you guys start making money, I'm garnishing your wages.
We've got it coming. One of the questions I always ask people like at the beginning is do you remember the first set you ever did?
Yes. So technically, I first signed up for an open mic like 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
But I did like 2 or 3 in a week, and I bombed all of them,
Okay.
and then didn't try it again.
Wow.
And then in 2019, I signed up one more time around this time actually.
Okay.
As Santa Claus at an open mic, and so
No
I did
way.
a Santa open mic. And then again didn't do it for like 4 years,
Okay.
and then picked it back up officially in 2022 in March, and that was just
Wow.
at like some regular. I really don't remember what mic that was at, but the first
Wow.
ones I remember, the ones way back 2015, they were bombs. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was
But that's normal, I feel.
yeah.
Or
Yeah, I think I was doing a
usually-
bit about cutting myself and
Yeah.
bacon grease coming out or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was a rough
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true.
Where did you start?
In Orlando.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's where you're from originally?
Not originally. I'm from Vegas, but I spent most of my life in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask because I remember when you like were on Kill Tony at the Balkan.
Mm-hmm.
You wore like the big clothes.
Yeah.
Did you ever end up doing those shows with Tony?
Yeah, I did.
He offered you to open in Florida, right?
Yeah. In West Palm Beach at the Improv.
Nice.
It was cool. I did. Yeah, I opened 4 shows for Tony with William and Hans. It was a lot of fun. I was only 4 months into stand up at the time, and
Whoa.
was not ready for it. So I
Wow.
did 7-minute sets every show, and I kind of almost pretty much bombed them all the whole time. Really did not make any impression on Tony. So yeah, so he liked my set. I crushed the 1 minute, and then when I went to go open for him, yeah, it was. Yeah, I could tell he was a little disappointed.
Well, I mean, 4 months in.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Like,
I wish I could redo that, knowing what I know now, but you can't go back.
I know. I feel like I've heard a lot of people say that about going on Kill Tony and like, I don't know. But when you first start, you're just excited and you want to.
Yeah.
You just want to go.
Well, I mean, the
Like,
Kill Tony experiences went great. That was all
Yeah.
fun. It was what came after, the opportunity that came after, that I just was not really
Yeah.
ready for, and I got too nervous, and I was approaching stand up all the wrong way, and the style, like I didn't know my voice yet, so it was
Yeah.
it was all bad.
When do you feel like you figured out your voice?
This morning.
Yeah.
I feel like I woke up and it all clicked. No, I think in the last like year and a half or so, I've kind of started getting into a place where how I joke on stage is more close to my like actual sense of humor.
I like that.
Whereas like for the first like year and a half of doing it, I was trying to do more of like a specific like bit style that wasn't really me.
Okay.
And it did fine. I did it on Kill Tony and it did fine, but yeah, it was just it wasn't quite my sense of humor, so it was hard to kind of really
Yeah.
make resonate with people.
I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Sometimes, like, well, I still don't really know my style. It's like very deadpan, but I don't know. Like, sometimes I'll say things that I just think could be, maybe we'll get a laugh, but I don't actually like mean it. And I just feel like my delivery is weird when I am saying things I don't actually think. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it.
Yeah, when
but-
I started, I was doing very deadpan. I was
Okay.
doing like absurd, pretty much just one-liners.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been getting away from that a little bit. I do think I can be a little dry and deadpan, and so I still have some of that, but
Mhm.
exclusively doing that, I don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I've seen you go up so many different times, and I feel like you know, you have a big like wide range of things you can do. You're good at acting too.
Thank you.
I saw you on like the Absolute
Thank
Show.
you, Kate.
You one time they killed you, and then you laid there like on the stage for quite a while.
Yeah, we've
And
done
then
that a lot on
it was
Absolute
so
Show where we
funny.
die and then have to lay there for an hour.
And you're like, hey, I have to go to dinner.
Oh, yeah, I
just,
remember
like,
that
I
one.
loved that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and you were so you. I know you, or are you living in New York currently? Are you back or
No, yeah, I'm living in
You're li- okay.
Brooklyn. I've just been back for about a week or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is Brooklyn?
The city's great. I really love the city.
Yeah.
The city's really fun.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And
Comedy's been tough.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been pretty tough.
Like, what are
But
the
it's
main
probably just gonna
differences?
take some time to settle in and figure
Yeah.
out the right place. It's just so big. There's so
bet.
much. It's like 10 different scenes all spread out across all the boroughs.
Oh, okay.
And all the scenes are very different, and there's so many different places to check out, and it's been kind of overwhelming trying to figure out which ones are kind of in line with the style of comedy I want to be doing, or which ones are worth time as far as like working your way into good stage time opportunities.
Okay.
And in my experience, I haven't really found like a creek type like community,
Oh,
like
okay.
what Austin has, where like at the end of the night, people from the Mothership and Roscoe's and Black Rabbit and Sunset, they all wind up at Creek and they're all hanging out.
Yeah.
And sometimes big names are there hanging out too. And
Yeah.
I haven't really found anything like that in New York. Maybe
Okay.
it exists. I just don't know. So it's like it's been tough to kind of like find a community sort of and
Okay.
like make a lot of comedy friends, which has been a little isolating, but
Yeah, I bet.
just trying to hang in there, and not kill myself every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Like, I feel like I've heard just it is so different there, and I can't remember who was saying that you have to like pay to do open mics sometimes.
Yeah, you do. Which
That's
is
so
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah. So you've done the midnight mic at Creek, right?
Before? I don't know. I
You-
I think so.
The super just late night mics that they do sometimes at
I
the
think
Creek.
I have maybe. Yeah.
Some once in a
once or
blue
twice.
moon there'll be an audience, which is cool, but often because it's so late, there's not really an audience.
Yeah.
There's no audience. If anything, it's usually just comics. When you go to that with your buddies, though, it can be pretty fun because you can just kind of fuck around and not
Yeah.
really care, and it's low stakes. But you're not paying for it. Now in New York, it's a mic like that where there's no audience and it's just comics. But in my personal experience, I don't know anybody, and so no one's my buddy. No
Yeah.
one gives a fuck about me or my jokes. And then you're paying for them, so you're paying like $5 to $10. So yeah,
Wow.
and it's like I could see that being valuable if I was just starting stand up and I like was still getting comfortable talking on stage or even figuring out how to tell a joke.
Right.
But just going from being in Austin where I was like, having pretty good show opportunities every month, like
Yeah.
in front of sold out crowds and being able to get like really good stage time in, to now like I think the biggest audience I've done in New York is like 10 people maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a little challenging. It's been tough to try
Dang.
out new jokes and polish old ones and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're used to doing shows here, and
Yeah.
now you're trying to make your way like in that scene.
Yeah, it's basically like I'm an open micer starting over from scratch in New York. So that's
They say
What?
it's, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
I currently have not been making it there, so it's I don't know. it's
They say that because it's so hard to make it there.
It's very fucking hard. Yeah, no, that makes sense because yeah, if you can find a way to make it there, I mean, literally everything else should be way easier everywhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been tough. The city is so fun though, so that
Okay.
that makes it worth it in a lot of ways. I've been really enjoying the city,
That's
and
good.
yeah, just trying to hang in there and figure out what my next moves are going to be and what my next places I'm going to try out are, and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah,
You know?
you just have to like take it day by day, and you are super talented. So,
Thank you.
you
Katie.
know, if you're performing at these open mics, somebody's gonna see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope.
Like you
Someone
stand
else who also had to pay $10 and is pissed about it.
maybe, but maybe the owners or the booker, and you're very good,
Thank
so
you.
you're gonna stand out.
I
You know?
did get an audition mic show
Okay.
that I got to do a few weeks ago. That was a cool opportunity. Is at a club that people were recommending me that I try out in Brooklyn,
Oh, that's good.
and it was it's like an audition mic. You sign up for it. I don't think I paid for that one, so that's good.
Okay.
And you're doing it in the club's main room. It's supposed to be in front of an audience. There should be, I believe there's supposed to be like a booker or representation there to like put
That's
you on
really
weekend
good.
shows. And then when I went, there was no audience. It was just the comics, and the only person from the club was scrolling on Instagram the entire time. So yeah, it's been going great.
Damn.
It's going awesome. I love it. I'm sure the cellar and the actual places are awesome, and the people that can get on those shows are probably great. But
Damn.
yeah, at my level where I'm at, it's been tough.
That's like crazy though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it could be a TV series.
Hey, you know what?
Like honestly, like
I was gonna say is you've never lived in New York before, right?
No, I've visited a few times, but I never
But
lived.
did you not like start an Instagram like as like a tour guide almost like as soon as you got there?
Yeah, the within the first week or two, I made a New York tips and tricks Instagram with just like a bunch of fake
Oh, okay.
like rage bait kind of like tips
love
for
that.
living in New York. Yeah, I gave up after like 4 videos. but
Really?
Yeah.
I get recommended to me or whatever, and I thought it was so funny because I was like, I don't think he know, like I think he's just
No,
figuring
and
out.
I'm pretty sure most of the information I gave was all wrong. It's all
I
so.
love that though. That's hilarious.
New Yorkers.
Oh.
They take New York very seriously. They don't like transplants. They don't like tourists.
Really? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, do you feel like just the attitude? There's a New York attitude. Like, are people ever mean to you, like on the streets?
There is, uh, yeah, there's a little bit of an assertiveness in New York,
Yeah.
but I appreciate that.
I
I've
kind
al-
of like that too.
I've always been
either-
a pretty, I think, like kind of like dry, assertive person,
Yeah.
and I've been told by people. Like, I've been asked by people, like, are you from New York? Because you kind of are a little cold or whatever. And so that's been kind of refreshing to have that there. In the South, where I've spent most of my life, it's
Yeah.
a lot of, like, Southern hospitality. But
Yeah.
I've found a lot of that sometimes can be fake.
It's so fake sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's meaner than just saying
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you
It's
know?
like, well, because they're gaslighting you to their face. They'll make you think, like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, everything's great, and you're so sweet. And then they're talking so much shit behind your back.
Or they'll be like, "Oh, bless your heart."
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like,
And
"Oh, I'm
really,
retarded."
that means you're a
Like,
dipshit. Yeah.
So,
But in New York, yeah, they're pretty upfront. So I can
like
appreciate that.
yeah, I'm from like New England, so I'm used to people just like kind of being dicks.
Yeah.
But normally they're nice. They have like a tough exterior.
Yeah,
and
they are nice people. They just like they'll tell you how it is.
They
like,
will, yeah. They don't bullshit, which is nice. So that's super interesting, Ike. I feel like the Austin scene is the only thing I've ever experienced, really. So it's interesting to hear like what that scene's like. If you don't end up staying there, what do you think you would do next? Like, what city is a good comedy city?
I think I'm gonna be there for at least another year or so, just because my wife and we really love the city so much.
Okay.
But if we moved, I think there could be a realm of possibility where we come back here. I think
Okay.
we could maybe wind up in LA or Chicago
Nice.
or something like that.
You have a very beautiful wife, by
Yeah,
the way.
thank you, yes.
I met her, I think she was there for like a roast battle. It
Okay.
might have been the roast battle where you battled Timmy.
Yeah.
That was super funny. I loved that battle.
Thank
I
you.
loved all the different, the moving parts of that battle.
Yeah, it was fun to plan that
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Tim. That was right before Tim popped off, so that was
Yeah,
cool.
It was
Timmy
cool.
no rapes.
Yeah, Timmy
Yeah.
no rapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite jokes from that. Yeah.
Yeah. So outside of comedy, what are you doing? Like, are you doing anything else like for work?
So currently in New York, I got a job as a videographer for a marketing
Ooh,
company.
that's cool.
So I've just been filming like man on the street, like advertisement shit.
Okay.
So if you're on Instagram and you're scrolling and you see people being interviewed in the park about products, I might have filmed that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy. It's cool people to work for.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to talk about this or not, but somebody did tell me you were also working on OnlyFans as like a writer.
Yeah, I can talk about it. I for off and on for a few years, I was a manager, like an account manager and like ghostwriter for a few different OnlyFans accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was interesting. So I ran it for 3 different women and a
Okay.
couple, and yeah, I would pretend to be them, and I would talk to their fans for them, sometimes months on end, and sometimes sexting and doing
Yeah.
dick ratings and stuff.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, that was my
I feel
job.
like you have to be good off the cuff for that.
Yeah. And you try to be nice to some of these guys, and they want you to let them have it.
Whoa, like
they
some people prefer your
yeah, they
mean.
prefer you be an
Whoa.
asshole about it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're just kind of having to like figure out what the customer wants and then you'll just pretend to be the person. I
Yeah,
think that's
basically.
really funny though, because like imagine how many women or men, are on OnlyFans and then like the people who are like messaging them, they're talking to them. Like imagine a lot of them probably have writers.
Yeah, probably.
So
it's tedious. It's very tedious.
is it? Okay.
It's very tedious.
It's a big industry.
Oh yeah, very big industry. Yeah, I've worked for some people who have had some pretty big accounts. I've worked for some people who have had some pretty small accounts. It's been it's an interesting thing. My wife first found me a job listing for one.
Okay.
On like a freelance website.
Nice.
And she thought that'd be funny, so I applied for that. And
Okay.
yeah, it's been, I think day one of working, I edited a sex tape of this couple where like halfway through he like stopped and was like, I'm not gonna be able to come, and she was like, just fake it, and I had to like edit that out.
Oh,
so,
that's
so
funny.
you couldn't hear that, and just replace it with like moaning and stuff. And
That's hilarious.
so that was funny. Yeah, it's a random weird little job. There's some weird people out there.
I bet.
Yeah.
But well, everybody's weird, I feel, and
Yeah.
some are more weird than others.
Oh, for
maybe.
sure. Oh yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, I feel like I was talking to somebody and that goes to Creek sometimes, and they told me that you were working for them at one point. And I always talk, I won't say who it is, but there's somebody well, I'm going to cut this cuz I don't want to affect her OnlyFans.
Delaney or
I can't remember her name right now.
Bane
She's like the
Jane?
biggest,
Yeah,
the
Bane
biggest
Jane.
boobs I've ever, like the best boobs ever.
she's got great boobs.
Yeah, and I told her that I was like, I saw you on a show, and I like didn't know I liked boobs, but you kind of like turned me a little bit gay.
Was it the one where she pulled them out?
Yeah.
On the Gash and Friends? Okay.
Yeah, because I'd never seen boobs like that in real life, and I was like, whoa, like actually I'm a boob person, I guess. But
it was the
anyway.
breastfeeding bit. Was that the
Yeah,
bit you said?
which sounds so weird, but I don't know.
It was a good. It was fun. It's cool to find someone who because I feel this way about myself, where it's like I'll do like any bit, like I don't care at my expense, like I'll do any weird kind of gross bit, and it's cool to find someone like that. I found that a lot of people that I find who are willing to do that are usually guys who are like slob weirdos.
Yeah.
So it's cool to find a woman who is like not a slob weirdo, who's
Yeah,
like
she's
a pretty normal person. She's cool. She's got a cool personality.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's down for kind of any random
She's
weird
like
bits.
fearless.
She's very fearless.
Yeah.
She's very cool.
Super cool.
Yeah. It's fun when you find people like that who are down for kind of whatever random idea.
Yeah. Did you ever like do acting or anything?
Yeah, all my life before stand up I did.
You
like,
did?
theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So just like growing up, did you just go to like public school or
Yeah, I went to
private?
public school. I did theater and musical theater and like acting competitions and stuff when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And, then I wanted to pursue it in college, and I auditioned for Juilliard and then didn't get in, and then I got into this BFA acting program in Orlando.
Wow.
But the school lost my application. So even though I got into the program, the school didn't have a spot for me because they lost my application. So I lost my acting spot.
What the hell?
And I think it was only like 10 people every year get into that program, and I got in and I lost it. So then I didn't pursue theater, and then I just did theme park acting for a while at Universal Studios.
Nice.
And then after the pandemic, switched to stand up.
Okay. Do you feel like having that background maybe help, because I feel like you've been when you told me you started in 2022, like for real doing it, I was shocked because I feel like you seem so good.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you are good. And so like, I'm just trying to compare you to other people I've met where I'm like, whoa, they're really good. Then I find out how long they've been doing it. I'm like, oh, 12 years. Okay. And then, so it's cool to hear somebody who hasn't been doing it as long that is as good. Do you feel like acting helps?
I do think that
Okay.
the acting helped a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've only been doing stand up for a little over 3 years, but I mean, before that, I was acting for 15 years of my life. So since I was like in 6th or 7th grade.
Right.
And yeah, I think that I knew when I was a kid in like theater that like comic timing was like one of my strong suits compared to like other kids.
Oh, okay.
And like I was usually like the funny one in shows. And I wanted to do stand up since I was in high school. But I remember because I was dating my wife at the time in high school.
Wow.
And I remember wanting to do that and her being like a big fan of all the creative stuff I did and telling me like stand up is the one thing you cannot do. Like,
really?
Because I like would try to do it and I would try to like write stand up.
Oh, okay.
I never performed it, but I would like try to write it and she would be like, this is awful. This is like terrible. And she's so supportive of me and everything. But she's like, yeah, like this is the one thing you can't do.
Oh my goodness.
So it was something that I always wanted to do for years and years. And then I tried it a couple times in 2015 and then was bad at it. And so I was like, oh yeah, I guess I really can't fucking do this. Like I'm so bad at it.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's been something that has just slowly over the last 13 years been something that's sort of kind of eventually clicked in my head.
Okay.
And watching Kill Tony actually helped me like officially take the plunge and start doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because I would see like the bozos that go on there that have no stand-up experience and have never done stand-up before, but shamelessly sign up and bomb and don't care.
It's
and
crazy.
Then, so I would sit there watching and be like, well, what am I scared of trying it out?
Okay.
So eventually I started that. But yeah, I think going into it, I do think I had a big advantage having already had like memorization skill practice through all the plays and learning lines. And, I did improv for years and that also I think helped.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's really crazy. Like I love that for you cuz so improv, like I feel like I've never done it. I'm super confused at what it even is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably should just take a class, honestly.
You should. They're opening a what is it? A UCB, I think here.
What's that?
That's like one of the big like improv schools in the country.
Okay.
It was started by Amy Poehler.
Okay.
She was one of the people that started it. But I think where Cold Town Theater is, do you know that?
It sounds familiar.
It's downtown. I've never been either, but it's being replaced by UCB. So, and I think within the next year they'll be offering like UCB improv classes.
So you think it's good to do?
I think it's good for everyone who wants to be in comedy to have that.
I think I need it because I feel like I'm missing a big part of.
I think it's like going to college and that is like having like general studies classes that are like shit that's like not specific to your particular interest, but like give you like a good foundation for things.
Like, do you think it would help me with crowd work?
Possibly,
because I'm fucking scared of crowd work.
Yeah. I mean, with improv, the whole thing that they teach you is just like to not think, and just kind of like be funny without thinking and trusting the process and trusting like the other people around you.
Okay.
And I do think that could translate into crowd work and helping with that.
I feel like that would be super good for me because like I don't know. Sometimes I think I just like freeze. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like if something happens that I'm not expecting, like if somebody's talking in the audience and like, I just don't know what to do. So like.
How long have you been doing stand up for?
A year.
Yeah. I mean, that I think for the first year, that was like a tough thing for me too. And that was something that back in the day when I was, interested in stand up, I remember seeing like heckle videos from people and thinking like, oh my God, how do they handle hecklers? Like I
love that. Yeah.
I could never do that. I don't think I could ever. And that was something that actually kept me from wanting to do stand up for a while. Cause I was like, I would just be so scared of ever having a heckler.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And now it's like, I feel like every third show I do, some dipshit is yelling out some dumb shit. And
you're ready.
And I mean, yeah, sometimes you are, sometimes you're not. Sometimes it does still take you out of it. But like, I think like not letting that scare you and knowing that that's going to happen sometimes and just trusting that like, because especially for the first year, like I would get really annoyed when like I'd have a set planned or like I'd have like some particular jokes that I knew I wanted to do. And then heckling would like kind of derail that and like get in the way of me being able to do that. That would really piss me off.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh my God, well, this guy's ruining my whole set now. And like now it's like, you just got to kind of learn to be like, okay, well, this is what the set is now. Like, I got to
You have
kind
to
of
address
like,
what's happening.
yeah, I got to address what's happening, roll with the punches, like that sort of thing. And there'll be another set that you can do your act in some other time.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think like I'm trying to keep doing banana phone
Banana
because
phone's
I'm
good.
like, I think that helps me a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know that's going to happen. So maybe like just try to imagine if someone's heckling, imagine I'm on banana phone, but I don't want to be too mean either. So like, that's my problem.
No, yeah, I definitely think banana phone's like the most extreme way to kind of like practice for
Yeah.
that, like shock your system and kind of get used to that in a way.
Candace was telling me though, like I just had her on last and she was saying any show she does, like she'll go, oh no, sorry. She'll,
God. If this happens one more time, I'm walking out of here.
I know. Me too. Oh God. All right, there we go. Anyway, she was saying like no one's ever gotten her. No heckler has ever gotten her.
Really? I could see that with Candace. Yeah.
So cool. But I don't know. Like I'm like I don't
She's
expect
pretty cutting. She's good. She's good at that.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think there might be a case to say that there's no comedian that has as much experience responding to hecklers than her, because every single week she opens the show with, all right, you guys can start on me now.
That is true.
oh yeah.
She
that is
started
true.
the heckle show in town. So
Yeah.
that's a fair point. Yeah.
Do you ever go to heckle mics in New York or anything?
I haven't found any. I'm sure they exist. I just haven't found any yet. But I would totally go if I could find one. Yeah. They could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good practice, and I am gonna sign up for improv classes because I think, I need it.
Yeah, I think literally take one improv class, and if you like it, take another one, and if you don't,
I should just try it.
Just
at
try
least.
it.
Okay.
It's like 8 weeks of classes, one class a week for like an hour. I think that's usually what most improv schools offer, or something like that. So
that
it's
makes sense.
pretty simple, low effort commitment. I do think you got to pay a few $100 for it usually, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I might just do it. And I've never taken like an acting class. I did one play when I was a kid.
Okay. What was
But
the play?
I was Cindy Lou Who and had like no lines.
Wow.
I just like sat on a little stool. Well, I was in other ones too, but I didn't have like a role. No, I think they were like, yours is fine. And it was like low budget, but yeah, I was like, my sister was in plays, so she would act and like sing, and then I was always like more shy and in the background kind of. I would do like theater camp, but I wouldn't really usually I wouldn't do it. I would just be there watching with my mom because she was friends with the lady that ran it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just like watched my sister, and then that was like the only. But I've always been like super shy, and I also wanted to do stand up for like 12 years, but it just took me a long time to start. I was in therapy, and my therapist told me like, yeah, you should just do it. And then she was like, go to Creek in the Cave. They have a mic on Tuesdays. And so that's how like I ended up at Creek in the Cave. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Creek in the Cave really, and was just kind of like, I just liked it like right away, even though I bombed too. And I felt safe there too, because like for me, like I'm scared to walk downtown by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would just like get there early and park like right in the front. And so it just felt like an easy like way to get there without being like attacked.
Yeah, true.
But anyway,
some people think that stand up is like a therapy.
Yeah, that's what my therapist said too.
So do you not need them anymore?
I don't go there anymore.
Wow.
And she told me I didn't need to anymore. So I was like, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow. You found like the one real therapist.
Yeah, well, she's
you're
like
fixed. Go on.
Well, her method is a little different. It's called Jungian therapy.
Okay.
Which is like Charles Jung influenced or created, and so the whole goal is to like get the person to where they don't need you anymore. But I think regular therapy, they don't have that goal.
No, they definitely don't want that
They
goal.
just want you to keep coming back.
How are they getting paid if you're fixed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got lucky in that way, but I don't know. I do like stand up. I'm looking forward to getting more comfortable like you are one day. Maybe I'll take acting classes too. I don't know. Maybe that'll help me.
Maybe, yeah, I could. Acting classes are interesting. They're a lot more serious, and they're a lot more like they want you to be more disciplined. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not good with authority, so maybe I shouldn't.
I would say do an improv class over
just
an
do
acting
improv.
Class.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like voice coaching and stuff? Did you ever do anything like that?
Like for singing, or
just like talking.
I've never done one for talking. I've had like vocal lessons when I was like in high school for singing and stuff.
Oh,
I used to do some musical theater. But nothing. Well, in high school, now that I remember, we did have our teacher would bring in like a dialect coach sometimes on certain shows.
Okay.
And they would teach us like accents and stuff.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's about it. I've always had basically a perfect speaking voice.
Really? Yeah, you do. You have a great speaking voice.
I do remember though when I used to work at as a server in restaurants, like having customers be like, "You should be on the radio."
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be on the you've got a good voice, and you're good at when you're like delivering jokes too. I feel like your pitch and everything is good. I don't know how to
Thank
explain
you.
it,
I
but
appreciate that.
I want to get better at that because sometimes I'll listen to myself and it's like the worst.
How do you write jokes?
I usually though I'll just like think of it when I'm driving.
Okay.
But I think my delivery I need work on because sometimes it's just I don't know the way I enunciate or like I don't remember what it's called, but like when your voice goes up at the end like a question mark.
Okay.
Like I do that too.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, I gotta stop doing that. So
Interesting.
I don't know. I kind of want to get a voice coach just to help me with some of my bad habits. I also
Okay.
say like all the time, even on stage sometimes. So
Yeah, that can be tough. I could see how then a voice coach could be good for that.
I was like, maybe they could get me a bracelet that'll like shock me. It's
Yeah.
like a dog. What's it called? Yeah, like
Shock
yeah,
collar.
a shock collar like for barking.
Oh, bark collar?
It's like a bark. Yeah, I need like a bark collar, but for like if it could hear instead of barking. I think that would be good for me. Because the other day we had a guy on here. And I was telling him I say like too much, and then the next 5 minutes is
Like.
listening back. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself.
You gotta watch the King's Speech. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen that movie? Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
It's it was a movie like 15 years ago, I think, about a king in England, I want to say, who had a stutter, and it was just like a whole movie about like his voice coach and like different practices.
Okay, I need to watch.
The voice coach would do with him to like get him through like different vocal tics and stuff.
Wow.
So maybe you need some of that shit.
I need some of that shit.
I
don't know who to go to.
Old
but
English voice coaching.
I do.
Yeah.
I really need it. I agree. I was gonna ask you too. So when like being in the Austin scene, do you have any advice for me?
Like for how to do well in the Austin scene?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think where you currently are, what do you think could be improved?
I don't know. I feel like my stand up could be improved.
Sure.
And but I really like, I really like where I'm at in a lot of ways because I am just new and just taking everything in. But I look at you as somebody who's like very wise because you've, been in the scene longer. You've run shows. That's one thing. Like
I don't know jack shit. I'm still figuring it all out. But I appreciate that you think that.
I also don't know jack shit.
Well, aren't you running a show at Creek right now?
Yeah, I just started.
How many have you done?
Just one.
Okay, how did it go?
It went pretty good. Like I like everyone that went up.
Okay.
And I hosted it, and that was my first time hosting.
What didn't go well about it? You
Uh,
have tickets?
oh,
You have people?
yeah. We had like 60 people.
That's great.
Or 70. I don't remember
That's really
exactly.
great.
And so like the crowd was great. I appreciated everyone that came out. And I don't know. I think like people were talking like during my set at me.
Okay.
But like which I guess is heckling, but they weren't being mean. And
was it like rhetorical question answering type thing? Like you would ask a question on stage and they would actually be talking back and responding? Or
no, just like they were just, I think, trying to be like, oh, like she's saying that because of this. Like, I think they were trying to like.
Okay, so just everything you said, it made someone go, well, actually, that's the reason why this is it.
Yeah, and I bet you're into that or like.
And there was no door guy telling them to shut up? Or?
Well, they weren't like yelling it. They were just like talking. So it was weird. Like, I don't know. And it wasn't the whole time, but it threw me off so much because I had never experienced that yet. And I was like, I didn't address it. And I like just tried to like, I have ADD. So like when I hear something else happening, when I'm trying to do something, I'm just like not as, I think it fucked me up a little bit. So anyway, but now I'm just like, okay, so this next show is coming up. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if people are talking, but I'm hoping I'll just think of it on.
So you were the host and you went up first cold to do a set, as you were saying, and during your set people were talking. I would say, just like, plan that's probably gonna happen and like be cool to just throw your set out the window if and when that does.
And just start talking to people.
And just start talking. Yeah. And also I think like a big thing that does help from improv is, in improv, have you ever seen an improv show? Okay.
No, I should go see one.
Well, in an improv, if you're watching an improv show or an improv scene, people are making up a whole scene and characters right on the spot,
Wow.
which sometimes lasts, several minutes. Some people do long form improv, which can be like a whole hour long show.
Whoa.
But like when someone's doing an improvised scene, like the first line or two usually isn't gonna be funny. Like it's usually gonna take the next few lines and like the developing of the lines and like the context and the world building that then eventually makes everything funnier.
Okay.
So I think that can also apply to crowd work too, where it's like sometimes I think in my head, like if I'm doing crowd work and someone's talking to me and I don't immediately have like something to say that is going to get a big laugh, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking up this crowd work. But like sometimes some of the funniest things that you might say and the biggest laughs you might get might just come from mining the conversation with the person
Okay.
and seeing where it goes and
Yeah.
then finding a way to get some detail that they pepper in to relate back to things or back to the show or into your
Okay.
next point or something. Like
Yeah.
that's usually like the trick is like if they do derail you and you do want to get back into your jokes, finding a natural way in the conversation that does lead you back to your stand up,
Okay.
sort
That
of
makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I feel like that I can see that happening too when people are doing it,
Yeah.
kind of. Like people are good at it and they're comfortable and like they find the funny or something.
Yeah.
Like and it takes time. So
When I
you
used
kind
to
of have to
work
trust
at
yourself.
a club, I used to like, see stand up so often and some of the same people doing stand up so often that like eventually you kind of get to know their jokes pretty well.
Yeah.
And then you can see how like sometimes those jokes get deviated by things in the room and how they handle it. So
Yeah.
that was interesting. So maybe also just consuming more comedy
I
like
do
that.
I do love to do that
Hell
because
yeah.
I'm like I love to watch the pros just like get people or like, just sometimes there's canned stuff too, it seems.
Yeah, oh for sure.
So like I'm like, I want that
Yeah.
one
If you're
day.
ever able to watch not even just like watching a bunch of different comedy, like
Mhm.
if you're able to observe the same one or two people
Yeah.
multiple times, that I think that can be really helpful
Yeah.
because you can see just like the same material and how it's done in different orders or
Yeah.
done in different rooms with different energies or how certain audiences don't respond the same way to certain jokes and how
Yeah.
they handle that,
That's really
which I
funny.
think can be pretty insightful.
One time, we were at a show and I got called out in the audience, and it was like a very funny. Like the comic is super funny, very funny response or thing he said. And then I saw him online. He did the same thing to some other girl.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I'm not special.
No,
Like it was canned.
Some of the best, I mean, a lot of the best stand-up moments are just like kind of like fabricated authenticity. Like it's
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
and that was, when I worked at Universal, there was a show that I did that was a scripted show. And it was like a 30-minute comedy show.
Wow.
And by the time I got hired, like they had already been doing that show at the park for like 8 years or something.
Okay.
And so they had 8 years of, like 40 different comedians and actors working through the show and
Yeah.
like having all different types of audiences. And so I was able to not only get the script for the show, but then kind of this additional script of all of these scenarios that could happen because it was a very audience participation heavy show. And so you'd get a lot of like, well, if you run into an old English lady, you could say this, or if you run into
that's
a
funny.
Spanish grandma, you can say this type of joke, like in
Yeah.
this scenario, and as opposed to what you usually say. And so,
Wow.
just I think with stand up, like that's when stand up goes really well when you've just done your material enough, you've done the stand up
You
enough
know the outcomes.
to know all the possible outcomes, and then have additional possible like tags or directions that you can go down depending on if the crowd says yes a certain way, or if they, because you tell
Yeah.
a joke and maybe the crowd is really like, I'll have a joke right now I'm doing about Zoran Mamdani, and some crowds react really good for Zoran and some of them don't. And so like sometimes using that as like a way of being like, okay, well, I could go in two different directions with this joke depending on if they're for him or against him or what the
Okay.
general reaction is, that sort of thing.
I just remembered one you have.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
I don't want to burn it, but it was really funny. It was about just voting. I won't say what it
Oh
was.
yeah. Was it the Haktua one?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's so
yeah.
funny.
That's
Like
that's still doing well for me. I did that last night and it went pretty well.
it's just really good.
I think the time's gonna run out soon on that though, because I don't know how relevant she's gonna be. She's already not
No,
relevant
yeah,
now. So
I know people are like, "Who's no?"
Yeah.
I think it's really funny, and I remember you kind of got me on that one. And I was
Yeah,
like,
so that one is one I do. I don't mind burning it. It's a joke I do where I spend the first like 30 seconds of the joke talking about voting, and then I like make it seem like I say I'm voting for her,
Yeah.
and I make it seem like I'm talking about
It's
Kamala,
really funny.
and I spend this whole like 30 seconds like making the crowd think I'm talking about Kamala and talking about what I did on election day and how I went to go vote, and then at the end I misdirect and say that like, yeah, and I don't care what you think, I went to that booth and I wrote down Hawk Tua, and it's like it's after like 30 seconds of me kind of trolling the audience that like usually then that gets like a fun response from
It was
them.
so good because it's also like, I don't know, like for me, I feel like it's funny to both sides.
Yeah.
Like it's so shocking that it doesn't matter what you feel politically. Like you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I've had
laugh.
fun too doing that in New York as well, and like certain woke areas where they do go yeah when they think I'm talking about Kamala, and then it switches to Huck too, and that's been a fun reaction too. And
It's great. Yeah. It's
as
like,
opposed to here in Texas for sure, when you bring up Kamala, it's like dead silent, or they're
Yeah.
all like boo, or when you say that I'm voting for her and they think that you're talking about
oh
Kamala.
man, that must be crazy to like experience like for going from here to there.
It's very
Like
different.
the audiences must be just so
Very
different.
Yeah.
But do you like the difference in the audience, do you feel?
In my experience so far, no. That's just been my experience.
Is it because they're hipster and they're cool and they don't want to laugh too?
It's been a lot of the problem is I live in Brooklyn, and a lot of the comedy that I do in Austin, like the all absolute show sketch stuff, the people that do it in New York, it's a lot in Brooklyn, and which would be great because that's where I live, but they're also like super woke, which is fine.
Yeah.
But sometimes like they can go too much the opposite direction, where it's like you'll sign up for a mic, and on the mic it's like, no this, no this, no this, no this, don't mention this, don't make anyone comfortable, don't do this. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not actively trying to go into a mic trying to piss anybody off, but like having all these restrictions now, when a lot of what I do is like satirically absurd, obtuse jokes where I like pretend. I like to do a lot of like making you think I'm saying the
like
wrong
that too.
thing,
I'm
and
like
then I
that too.
don't.
Yeah.
And so it's like there's some like weird, like I've done some spots and stuff where like you just say a buzzword and like people like kind of clam up, and it's like, are you listening to what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying this thing that you think I'm saying. Like, so that's been tough, has been finding out how to adjust certain jokes to
people
not.
are like emotionally like locked into whatever they thought
Yeah.
initially. They don't want to change their mind or
Yeah.
something. That's hard. It has happened to me a couple times at Buzzmill, I feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but not like, I'm sure not like that. But
Yeah,
just a joke
Buzzmill-
that normally doesn't do what it does. Like, and I mean, it was only one time.
Buzzmill, that kind of makes sense since it's not a comedy club. It's more
Yeah.
of like you'll find a lot more people there that didn't realize there's a comedy show going on.
Yeah.
So that can be, you could definitely have that.
That must be hard though, going in to just do comedy and have so many things you can't do. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm sure people from New York might listen to this, or and think like, well, why would you want to say all that stuff?
But you can
it's
say, you can get your point across with like making, I don't know, like you do something that's like that you might be on that list, but you're not saying anything wrong.
I like doing like edgy alt stuff.
Yeah.
That's like I don't consider myself a racist person or sexist or transphobic or anything like that, but I like being able to have the option to kind of talk about those things and like play around in that kind of, I don't know. I was very much influenced by like South Park as a kid.
Me
and
too.
so,
I
like,
love South Park.
That's always been like my favorite type of humor,
Me
where you're like
too.
kind of in the middle and you're making fun of everybody, and sometimes like you're making
Oh
fun
no,
of,
sorry.
oh my god, I told you I'm out of here.
That's cool. I haven't met anybody yet that has said that, because I'm like, a lot of people like Family Guy, and I never watched Family Guy.
Family Guy's fine. It can be funny. I grew up more on South Park.
Me too.
Yeah, I just always have liked their ability to, because they'll do stuff that's like very offensive and or like on the surface it's very offensive and it seems like they're saying some horrible thing, but they're making fun of it. But then you'll get, because of how interesting satire is, you'll get people who are the thing that they're making fun of that are like, yeah, they're saying it.
Yeah.
And so that's sometimes what I have with stand-up too, or it's like I think people think like I'm saying it, and it's like I'm not saying it, I'm making fun of it.
Yeah, you're just like expressing like maybe an opinion, or you're
I'm
just trying to make people
to the world.
Yeah. And you just don't, and you're trying to get maybe people to think a little bit. And I think I like absurd humor kind of too, where I grew up watching South Park as well. Like, I think I saw it when I was like 5 years old,
because we're 6 years old, my neighbor and I would sneak down to her parents' like living room at night to watch it, and then we'd watch the Man Show after.
Okay.
And so, and then as I got older, I started like watching at home, but I'd have to like hide it because my dad didn't want me to watch it. Then my dad watched it when I was in middle school, and he was like, "Oh, this shit's hilarious." And then it became like a family show we just watched on
Yeah,
Wednesdays
yeah.
together. So I've had like, but I don't watch it as much now, but I love it, and I
Yeah.
grew up watching it.
And
Also.
I love a lot of their work. I don't know if you've seen much of their other work, but like they, Team America.
Oh,
such
love
a
that!
good movie.
I watched that as a kid
They
too.
did the Book of Mormon on Broadway.
I haven't
which
seen
is,
that yet.
It's so good. If
I
it
wanna
ever
see
comes
it.
to Austin again, you got to see it.
I want to
It's
so
really,
bad.
really worth seeing. It's
I
so
really
good.
like basketball.
Basketball's fun. I don't think they wrote that. They just performed in it, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think that's one of the few projects they did where they were just mainly actors for the most part.
That's pre South Park.
I think it was around the time of like the first couple seasons.
Oh.
Yeah, if I think it was within the first like 2 to 4 seasons of the show that they were doing that.
What's your favorite episode?
Oh, man, there's so many. I think one that really comes to mind is there's one that focuses on Butters. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
I think it's called like a very special Butters episode or something like that.
Oh, is it like when
he
it's his
finds out his
birthday?
dad's gay.
Yeah, I love that one. He like follows
and then
into the
And
bathhouse.
then his mom tries to kill them all. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
she's
really
like
good one.
painting the wall.
Yeah,
Oh, it's such a
that's a
good
great
one.
one.
I love that one too.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'd say mine. I really liked the cat piss one. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Mary Jane piss in your face fun time.
Yeah,
or, like
yeah.
I don't know. I just remember that quote from it, and I just thought that one was really funny. But I like so many of them too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like sometimes I'll randomly think of one too, like something in real life will happen, and it'll like remind me of an episode.
So
I
many of them
watched.
hold up very well.
Yeah,
Fact check. Matt and Trey did write basketball.
They did?
Yep,
I haven't
Matt-
seen it.
I don't know why I spent this whole time thinking that they didn't write it and they just were performers.
I have to watch it. I've never seen.
I just always remember I had the DVD and I was pretty sure it was like from the writers of South Park.
Interesting.
And yeah, I googled it.
Did you ever see the I don't even know what award it was, but they went to some like award show.
The Oscars, yeah.
The Oscars.
Yeah, they were nominated for, and you could fact check this bitch. This is they were nominated for Best Original Song at the Academy Awards for the South Park movie for Blame Canada.
Oh,
and
right,
Robin
right.
Williams performed it at the Oscars. But
Yeah.
yeah, they were invited and they showed up in dresses on acid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever done psychedelics?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Acid, or
Yeah.
we can cut this part and bleep it, but I don't know
Whatever.
if it matters. But
Yeah, no, it's fine.
that's cool.
I don't think my in-laws will be seeing this, but
Yeah, well, just so the government doesn't come after you.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just kidding. So I've never done acid. I kind of want to, but then I'm scared because I've heard all the things they tell you about
it
it.
can fuck your shit up.
Can it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm not mentally stable enough. But
I-
I like mushrooms.
Mushrooms can be cool.
Yeah.
I think it's something my rule of thumb is to find a friend that can be your guinea pig and try it before you. Find a friend who doesn't give a fuck, who can be like, hey, get some acid from this person and try it first,
Oh,
and
that's funny.
let me know if your brain's fried in a month.
Oh my
Yeah, and then-
gosh, that's hilarious.
And then do that, and then you'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, acid is interesting. It's,
Yeah. I've heard it's kind of like mushrooms, maybe not.
So microdosing on it is cool. It makes you feel just like very like whoa.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like it's like just like a confidence booster, like microdosing on it. Doing a chunk of it at once can like fuck up your perception of everything. Like
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that.
yeah,
I think I'm too old now.
yeah.
There's
yeah.
probably
it's
a
definitely
right
like a
time.
20s person in their 20s thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely too old. And so, I don't know. There's part of me, though, it's like, why didn't I ever do that? Like, I missed out on that. I'm from northern Maine, so we like didn't, there was nothing really.
I think you could microdose. I think microdosing
Maybe
is
I
cool.
will.
Microdosing is pretty sweet.
I've had hives lately, and I've heard that psychedelic microdosing can help your hives go away. So I'm like, I might do that. I don't know. Probably just microdose. One time I tried to microdose mushrooms, but I didn't do it right. Macrodosed and then laid in bed the rest of the day. I was like, I can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
Life's too crazy.
I think I had that a couple years ago where I meant to take like a tiny little amount and then I spent like the next like 4 hours incapacitated. Like
But you were at home.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was
that's
at
good.
a friend's house. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, I took a little bit, and what I thought was a small amount, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go do some laundry, and I took my clothes to a laundromat, and then right when I got to the laundromat, I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good for long, I can tell, and so I like quickly got back to his house, and then it was
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah, it was too much.
At least you know yourself.
Yeah.
You were like, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I can tell in 20 minutes this is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is like the craziest experience you've had on any of that stuff?
On acid, the most I ever did, there was someone playing Pitch Perfect in the room. Have you ever seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
It's awful.
Oh
It's the
no.
acapella movie with Rebel Wilson, and Adam Devine, and Brittany Snow, and those people.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like an obnoxious comedy about people who are in competitive acapella groups.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really dumb.
Oh no.
It was like a whole I think there was like 3 of them. It was a whole franchise that was pretty popular. But yeah, there was a friend at the time I had who was like way too into that movie, and
Yeah.
they were playing it, and I had never seen it before, and I was like, the way my mind was, I was like warped into like a pocket of the room where like it felt like my whole perspective was like
I know. I'm so sorry. It's
oh,
it can stay down.
oh,
It can
oh,
all stay
oh.
down.
oh. See, that's what acid felt like. Looks like I never fucking knocked it all down.
Everything's fine.
All right, ready for take 2 on knocking it all down?
Yeah. No worries if you knock it down, and I am sorry that it kept falling. Are you gonna put stools on the other side? Oh, okay, there. You'll be good now. Anyways, you were saying your consciousness was in the corner.
I felt like I was like in a warped tunnel of the room, and I could only hear like the movie like echoey in the distance, and like if it just I don't even know how to describe it. Just like there's this Apple TV music video that I'll have to send you that I saw once that really reminds me of what being on acid was like.
Wow, yeah, you
So
have to send it.
I'll send that to you.
Curious.
Yeah, it's with FKA Twigs. So you guys can look it up. The FKA Twigs Spike Jonze directed Apple TV music video commercial.
I love that.
That is kind of like what it felt like being on acid with Pitch Perfect going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like you never really. Do you feel like you ever had any like big realizations on it, or was it always kind of just like an experience, like going places or whatever?
Yeah, one time I did it, and I like got really so there was 2 times I remember that I did it where I like had a bunch of like creative ideas. There was one where I got really obsessed with watching Logan Paul videos while I was on it. And then so yeah, there was one I got really obsessed with watching. Oh no, you're doing it now. Ha! Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Phil set this up by himself today. Sorry. Great. That's crazy.
I got really obsessed with watching Logan Paul's YouTube videos at the time, and then I made like a parody channel pretending to be a Logan Paul type guy.
Oh my
where
God.
I did like fake YouTube channels. I think it's still up there. It's Millie Chach. You can go look it up. I think I have like 10 subscribers. It's been up for like 10 years.
I love that.
But yeah, so it was just that was one time, and then another time my wife and I we got really into this like prank show called Fameless, which is like a David Spade produced prank show.
Oh, interesting.
Where they trick these people in LA who are like these like vapid reality TV like wannabe stars into thinking that they're like the star or host or contestant on like a fake new reality show or something.
I love that.
And then things usually go horribly wrong. It's such a fun show, and it made us plan our own prank that we then did, like our own elaborate like web series filmed prank that then we pulled off on a guy like 2 weeks later.
No way.
And then I never released it anywhere because I kind of felt bad that I pranked this guy. But it was yeah. So that was the only time I had like creative ideas from it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to watch all that. That sounds very well. Logan Paul, I've seen a little bit, but I
You
don't
gotta
know.
watch more Logan Paul.
Really?
No.
I just every time
No,
I
definitely
don't know.
not.
I just don't. I get him and his brother mixed up too. So
Mm.
I don't. Honestly, I might be thinking of the wrong one, to be honest. But,
Jake is the one who fought Mike Tyson.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of that one probably.
Yeah.
So I don't know that much honestly.
Logan
about him.
has Prime, the energy
drink
drinks. That's
with
Logan.
with the microplastics.
Yeah. That one. And he has Lunchly, the knockoff of Lunchables, which has mold in it. So that's that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Damn. I wanted to ask you, this is kind of off topic, but when do you feel like was the time your wife like saw you do stand up and she was like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do? Because I know you said she was like, you can't do this at first. Like, when did it change? Because she seems like she really supports you now.
She's very supportive.
Yes.
I mean, even when I started doing the open mics again in 2022, and I like started taking that seriously, she was supportive.
I love that.
I think getting on Kill Tony and doing really well on Kill Tony helped.
Yeah.
I think she was there the first time I got on, I want to say.
Nice.
Louis J. Gomez and Aaron Berg were guests. So she got to see that. That was cool. That was like a fun experience. And so I think that's helped, like having experiences like that have made it like, oh, okay, this is kind of legit. Like this could maybe be something someday.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I think it will for sure. And, you're doing all the things and you're very talented. So I think you, do you ever do more like sketches lately other than I know you were doing, I'm going to follow your travel channel also.
Yeah, we'll see if another one comes out on that.
What's your writing process like for sketches, I guess?
I am so ADD that it's just like a lot of my ideas, a lot of my joke ideas come around now from like talking to like Colton and like just kind of shooting the shit with him.
I love that.
But like my sketch ideas, I think like come about when I'll like specifically sit down and just make myself write based off of like random ideas.
Okay.
But I haven't really made like a legit sketch in a while. I'm kind of slacking on that.
But you keep your ideas tracked, no?
Yeah, no, yeah, I have a bunch of them.
Well, that's good.
The last like legit sketch I made, it's been almost a year and a half now. I made a last year before I moved, I made a parody of the show Catfish. You know Catfish?
Oh, nice. Love that.
You know that show?
Yeah.
You know that show?
It's a good one.
You know that show?
It's a good show.
We did a parody of it where a guy.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Wait, it wasn't that bad this time. I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, so we did a parody of it where a guy is being catfished by a literal catfish.
Oh, I like that.
So that was the sketch. So you can check it out. It's on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really funny.
But yeah, I need to get back into it, man. It's tough in New York when because I've had ideas for things that I really want to do, but I just don't know anybody. I don't have any. I don't have a Colton up there to make stuff with. Yeah,
you guys are a very fun duo. Like I feel like he talks a lot about you on his episode of how like you guys kind of just have a similar like vibe or way of thinking, and you like to write together, and I see you guys together in action. You're so funny.
He wasn't talking shit about me on his episode.
No,
right?
he loves you. He loves you. And it was before you moved too, and he was bummed because he was going to miss you.
That's very sweet.
So he must be excited you're in town.
Man, I hope.
And you guys must be excited. Have you been like
hanging
we've been
out? Hanging out.
Okay.
We just did the Absolute Show this week together.
so
We're doing
sad
another one this Wednesday.
Oh, you are? Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, that's funny. I walked through Creek and I was like saying what's up to Colton, and I said hi to you, and you guys just had little stick horses.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
god.
Hey, what's up, guys? And you guys are both just holding them. Like it was never mentioned, but it was just like, yeah, that meant.
Yeah, we were doing a spaghetti western episode this week.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
Yeah, it was.
I can't
fun.
wait.
Well, this past week.
Oh, this past. Oh, this
yeah,
one's
I'm not
gonna be
sure
different.
what we're doing this week. This has been.
Oh yeah, it's always different, I guess.
It's always different. And Lucas has been out of town the last couple days, so we haven't met yet for it. But I think we're gonna meet tomorrow to plan it.
Okay.
So only
what
3 days
what
notice.
does it look
So we'll
like?
see.
What do your meetings look like?
Well, lately the last few months since I've been in New York, I've just been calling into them.
Okay.
But usually when we meet, it'll be like me and Colton, or me, Colton, and Lucas. Like we'll kind of have like a foundation of an idea or so. And then we'll usually include Al Berry and JT Abbott.
Okay.
And then all of us will like toss around ideas for the show. It's usually like 1,000 puns back to back. Like a lot of our conversations are, someone will make one idea for a joke, and then all of us will spend like 5 minutes rattling off like a dozen different pun
Oh, I love
variations for
that.
that joke. And then eventually we're like, okay, what are we doing? Because we have
Yeah.
100 ideas here, so what are we actually doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a lot of that. It's like 2 or 3 phone calls or physical meetings where we just kind of like rattle off ideas and just slowly kind of like try to hone it into an
Okay.
actual, not nonsensical show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that all of you guys are like kind of contributing, adding ideas.
There's
Like,
so many bits and stuff. I mean, this episode alone we just did had like I think dozens of bits that we did that
wow.
required like all of us to like write a bunch of stuff, and we used a lot of people from the scene to like play different parts. Like we had Heath Cortez
Oh,
on
cool.
as Billy the Kid. He played like a kid cowboy, and then Candice Medina came out and played his mom.
Oh, I love
So
that.
just like random shit like that.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's exciting. Yeah, I love that they're on YouTube also. Right?
Yes, I think that. So the first like 30 or so are on YouTube, I want to say, but we're up to like almost 70 now, and the last like 30
Whoa.
haven't been out yet. So
Okay.
I don't know if we're saving it for a rainy day or what's going on with that, but
Yeah.
all the more reason to come see it live at the Creek in the
It's
Cave.
so good.
Yeah,
Like,
there's 1 to 2 new shows every month at the Creek, and it's always brand new guests, brand new characters and bits and all that stuff.
It's always amazing, and you just never know like what you guys are gonna do, I feel like. And so that's the fun thing of it too. It's like I never see anything coming, and I'm always like, it's just amazing. I don't know. And I like how sometimes like I think Colton will sing at the Absolute Show's like song at the beginning, and maybe you would sing with him too.
Uh-huh.
And so, because you guys are singers, like also, and you're very good, so I don't know, like it's always a different, like
Yeah.
you're always kind of riffing that too, and
Yeah,
it's one time it sounded like System of a Down.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The band, we have a really good band.
Yeah, the band's so good.
That are there. A 4-piece band. Is it 4 pieces or is it 5 pieces? Guitar, bass. Yeah, 4-piece band.
Yep.
And they usually riff before the show.
It's fun.
And then we'll kind of Colton and I and JT will be kind of like fucking around backstage with vocals and stuff, and
It's unique.
it's a fun show, man. It's really fun to work on. It's been going for, I think we just passed 2 years. So
Wow.
it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it feels like really like you guys all know what you're doing. It's one of the most interesting shows I've ever been to.
Thank you.
And I mean it. Like it's just hilarious, and there's all these other elements in it, and you just I don't know, it's very cool.
I think it's a good blend of like all of our various experiences. There's a lot of like theater, and then there's late night, and there's stand up and sketch and characters and improv and all this shit. It kind of combines, scratches all the itches.
And it feels like there's like a cult following kind of too.
There's some people, yeah, there's a handful of people that come pretty regularly, and we've been fortunate enough now that like a lot of people on the scene will come hang out and watch it, and yeah, it's been fun. I think they've said that the last few shows we've done have had like at least like 40 to 60 people every time. Like,
yeah, it gets really busy in there.
Yeah.
And it's like I also feel like there's discussion of it online because the like t-shirt, the Absolute shirt.
Yeah.
It's very good. Like I love
it gets
how
worn on like Kill Tony a lot.
yeah, and so
stuff.
people will be like, what is that? What is that? And like so it's getting like talked about a lot.
I think Tim wore it, and so did somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And so people were like deliberating on Reddit, like whether or not Tim stole that guy's shirt.
Oh yeah,
And
I
then
remember that. So random.
Yeah, and then I saw people like, no, that's the Absolute Show. It's like a great show in Austin.
Yeah.
So like people are aware of it for sure.
Yeah.
We've had on like JT, Colton, Lucas, like everybody. It seems like the consensus we're getting is everybody loves it. But like it is kind of like stuck into like just being a live show. Like that's probably why it hasn't come out like on YouTube as much.
Yeah.
Like my 2 cents for the whole thing is like what it feels like it should be is like a studio audience type show.
Yeah.
Like I think that could be like the next evolution of it.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it probably will end up there, but it is just so fun at Creek too. So it's hard to say like pack it up, move into some studio somewhere.
Yeah.
But that's just what I see, like just having it be shot in a studio with like a studio audience that is like a bunch of comics too and stuff would be really funny, I think.
It also I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's all I had to say.
I don't know a lot about like variety shows, like shows at all really. Like I don't know much about like
Broadway, because I didn't even know Book of Mormon kept coming out. Like, I didn't know they kept doing it. I thought it was like a one-time thing. Anyway, I'm
No, yeah,
dumb.
yeah. So, well, they're still going on Broadway. They've been going since like 2011 or something when they opened,
I
or
had
something
no
like that.
idea. I thought I missed it when it came out,
No,
and it would
and then
never.
they have touring casts that go all around the country to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
big venues. And there's I don't know what the name of the venue is in Austin, but Austin definitely has a venue that touring shows come to.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I need to like do more of that. But I was just gonna say, like, to me, from having not a lot of experience, like going to a bunch of shows, my sister had to plan her bachelorette party in Vegas, and we went to a couple shows. Like,
You go to the Chippendale show?
no, we didn't do that one. We should have maybe, but we did Absolute, or no, not, why did I just say that? Sorry. Oh my God. Atomic Saloon.
Okay.
And I just feel like I don't know if you guys are on the Batch app,
No.
but I think you should do it because I
What
feel
is
like
that?
basically it's a thing that bachelorette parties and bachelor parties use to
Oh.
book shows in the cities they're going to.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's like, I'm not saying, I know you probably don't want a bunch of bachelorettes or bachelors, but it's such a good show. And there's nothing
I
as
don't know. Our
entertaining.
show's kind of rowdy. Like, we can
Yeah,
get it.
maybe you don't mind it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think they would love it. And obviously
I mean,
some,
if they can shut their fucking mouths for long enough to hear the jokes, I
yeah,
think,
as
that'll be
long as
great.
they know the rules and stuff.
yeah.
And like,
But it's like, it's not like I don't think our show is like you have to.
no, yeah.
We have plenty of people. I mean, we also do lots of like audience bits that like get
No,
people.
yeah,
lit
you
up,
would have
so
they would have so much
that's
fun.
that's a good idea.
And I know sometimes you'll have people from the audience go on the stage, and I just think like that shit would sell because
Hell
like
yeah.
there's nothing else like it in Austin, and there's nothing for show. We can cut this so other shows don't hear, but like there's, I feel like on that app, I looked at it and I was like, it has like no comedy. It's literally drag brunch and like that's it. Like there's no experiences on that, and there's like, I can't remember how many people use it, but it's like thousands and thousands. And Austin is like a destination for that, for bachelorette and bachelor parties. So
It's not a bad idea.
you guys should do it. I don't know. I might do it for my
Lucas?
show too.
Colton,
I'm gonna do it for my show. I can tell you guys how it does. Like,
Yeah.
So,
hell yeah.
because I was like, why not? It's just like it does cost money. I don't remember how much. I haven't signed up for it, but I just think your show is a very good show, and people from out of town need to go to it.
Thank you.
And people in town, and just, I don't know, it's just people in general. It's super good, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love.
So what are you waiting for?
I just love the writing. Like, oh my God, we saw the Matt McCusker episode, and I've never seen anyone do anything. I don't want to like ruin it, but like the way he read the letter and the way it was written, I was just like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Just the first time, and the way I could picture the story and everything, I was like, this is super unique. And that's the other thing too, is like you guys have like random guests. Like,
Yeah.
do you just message them on Instagram? How do you get your guests?
Yeah. Lucas is usually the one who books them.
Okay.
Occasionally, Colton or I will get a message from someone, or
Yeah.
we'll hit up someone if we know them. But a lot of it is usually just him hitting up people or happening to like ask them when he runs into them on shows and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Has that kind of been a bummer for you? Like, you probably were still like in the process of like the Matt McCusker episode. You had already moved.
Yeah.
But you kind of knew it, and you don't get the payoff of like seeing it come to fruition.
Yeah, that's been a bummer. Like we only really plan episodes like at most maybe a week in advance. So like,
okay.
sometimes I'll know the guests like a couple weeks in advance, but we're not like I'm not sitting here knowing who March guests are or February
Right.
or anything like that. But yeah, it has been a bummer when there's been a couple people. There have been a couple cool people where I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
I've written on all the shows. So even the ones where I've been out of town for, like I've
Right.
had plenty of shows where like the whole theme for the episode I came up with, or like a lot of the gags and bits I wrote.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So you're
man.
like behind the scenes writing.
I'm behind the scenes, but yeah, I don't get to be there. We did try to do one where I did like a phone call bit, and I called in from New York and I did that, but like we couldn't figure out how to like make it so I could hear the audience, or
yeah.
I don't remember what the problem was, but there was some problem where like I couldn't hear the audience or something, and I couldn't hear the timing of it. So like it just it worked out, and it was a good bit that one time.
No way.
But I was like, long term, I just could see this not going
He
well.
could probably help with that. He's good with like streaming.
Well, I was gonna pitch an idea for you.
Yeah.
Pitch you an idea really quick. You ever watch like Futurama?
Yeah.
You know, like the guys whose heads are in jars,
Sure.
like the past presidents and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. I think it'd be funny if you were a character that was just an iPad.
Mm.
Like you're like actually on FaceTime,
Sure.
you're an iPad, but it's just your head.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
hologram.
Put that like on a wheelchair body.
Yeah,
or
I would do
something like that, and then like
They did that on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Yeah,
There's a
that.
character. Yeah.
and then you're there.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
whole character like had some horrible accident or
Sure.
something like that.
It's not a bad idea. I would totally do that.
Yeah.
Or you're like in the future now or something.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Because one, that concept itself is funny, and two, I think like you deserve to be there. Like you
Thank
put
you.
in,
Thank you.
You put in like the effort of like writing behind the scenes, and then you don't get to see how it works out.
Yeah, no, I'm writing on this show that hopefully you guys are all loving, but then when it's airing, I'm like usually sitting in my studio apartment in New York, twiddling my thumbs, going like, "Oh, I wish I had a show tonight."
Yeah, that is difficult feeling, I bet. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
part of it, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Hope you guys are having
I
fun.
get You should be in the future.
I like
you should
that
be a
idea.
character in the future
That's a
that they
fun-
tune into
that's a
and like
fun
ask
idea.
questions about the future sometimes.
down for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see that. I don't know why. I just think it'd be funny.
But yeah, it would have been cool to be there for McCusker. It would have been cool to be there for Morgue Pie. Do you know Morgue Pie?
That sounds so familiar, and I probably would
You
if I
probably
saw.
know Morgue Pie.
No.
Oh,
Is it like a
oh, you don't.
streamer or something?
Oh, you don't know.
No,
Oh, you don't know Morgue
I
Pie?
really don't know.
Yeah. It's
yeah, I don't believe
she's
him
a
either.
famous Twitch streamer who is now gone into adult content.
Oh, he knows her then.
You definitely know her.
He knows her.
You definitely
Yeah,
know her, bro.
He's good at lying.
No,
He's a
I've-
poker
Do
player.
you remember back in the day when there was a big maybe you didn't hear about it. There was a big controversy on Twitch because a lot of women were doing like hot tub streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
She was the main one. She was like
Yeah,
one of the
he
main
knows
ones.
her.
You
He
know
knows
her, bro.
He knows her.
No, well, there's a bigger.
He knows. He knows.
I know. I know. of one.
I'm not buying it
I
either.
don't know her.
We don't subscribe.
Morgue Pie? What?
I don't know Morgue Pie. There's
He knows her.
There's a bigger hot tub streamer that I do know. It's like Ella something.
Oh yeah. I can't think of
Where
what
she had like a big controversy where her boyfriend was her manager.
Yeah.
And, like he was like beating her and shit, or something like that. But
I know how that is.
hand to
I'm just
Christ.
kidding. I'm just
Don't know who
kidding.
Morgue Pie is.
He's crossing his legs. You can see his feet are
Yeah.
crossed.
His eyes are crossed.
Yeah.
Like crazy right now.
Yeah. His feet are literally
Dude,
crossed.
he looks insane.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see this.
But what got us? Oh, she was on the Absolute show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so you weren't there for that one either.
No.
Damn, sorry. It's
Yeah,
tough,
It's tough.
but you'll have to just start flying here for it.
Yeah, I guess every show I'll have to fly down here. I'm afraid of flying, which sucks. So that's a bummer. It was like a
Fuck.
real bitch for me to get down here flying. Just 'cause
Damn.
I hate flying so
Did
much.
you take like anti-anxiety or just drink?
No, neither. I just was like
Oh no!
white knuckling my chair. Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Do you drink or no?
I do. They were just like early morning flights, and so
Ah.
it just like didn't feel
I know.
right. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
But you gotta get a Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
So that's how you justify or like a mimosa or something.
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
makes
yeah.
it so much better. Like, it allows me to sleep at any point. If I've had even one drink, I can fall asleep on a plane.
Damn, that's nice. Must be nice.
I can't. Well, I don't know. I think I used to take Benadryl when I was younger and just sleep on the plane, but I don't really do that anymore. I don't have any anxiety about flying. I don't know why. Like,
Must be nice.
I don't know. I have anxiety about everything else. Like, when I'm actually in danger, I'm just like, hey, I'm good. But then, like,
Were you anxious about this podcast before it started?
not really. I mean, I was and I wasn't. I like your vibe, so I was like, every time we've talked,
Sure.
I'm like, he's just like a nice guy.
Thank you.
So I wasn't like anxious, but I am like in the part of my cycle where I am just anxious in general, just general anxiety.
She did say before you got here, she's like, I'm really worried he's going to destroy the set at some point during his
No, I
podcast.
didn't. I did not
You
say
said it
that.
wasn't destroyed. You said it was fine.
I never said that.
It looks great, guys. I mean,
Thank you. Yeah.
I feel bad enough as it is.
No, it literally
This just sucks.
it happens to everyone. But I think that it's been really interesting talking to you, and I am excited to see everything that you accomplished in New York. And I just think, you should vlog about it, and I'll watch it.
You think?
Do you think?
I don't know. I've done a couple of like Absolute Show vlogs on my YouTube
Yeah?
channel, and
Okay.
I enjoyed doing those, but those were like literally just like filmed in the creek like the day of the show, like setting up and stuff. It wasn't like
Yeah.
too much before that. And so I was like, okay, this is like, I don't know. I just find it, maybe people would like it. I don't know if I'm interesting enough to vlog or if people would give a fuck about me. And I think like the whole time would be sitting there going like, what am I doing? This is lame. I'm lame.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to talk. Like, do you just mean talking to a camera by yourself?
No, not even that. Like literally just the thought of like putting all this effort into it and then putting it out and then having like 10 guys watching it and being like, this guy's fucking retarded. Or
Well, I'd
something
be
like
one
that.
of those guys, but I wouldn't think that.
Okay. All right.
And I would be like, no, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because it sounds like, I don't know, as somebody's trying to do comedy in a different city like than you now, like I just think that sounds so interesting. But I know, like, you know, like
Yeah.
the whole scene just sounds interesting.
Sure.
And New York itself is interesting.
Yeah. You know
Because
what?
I've only visited.
Maybe I should try that. Keep me busy at least while I'm not getting booked on anything.
I don't know. I just think
you should do it under the guise of like the same thing as the tips and tricks thing. Where,
Okay.
like you act like you know what you're talking about.
Sure.
And you're like showing things, but it's kind of apparent that you are figuring it out.
Sure.
You're like, yeah, and this is one of the best mics. And you go, and it's like 4 people.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
or even, I don't know, just the story itself I feel like could be a movie.
A YouTube clip
Or
would
a-
be like Austin comic tries making it in the big city or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. And I think you're very interesting, and I'm super excited to see you on the Absolute show this Wednesday. Well, this isn't going to come out then, but I know
How did you
you'll
like it? Since this is coming out afterwards.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It was good, right?
It was so good.
Remember that one bit we did?
Yeah, what did you do? I can't remember right
It
now.
was
I was too high.
There were so many.
I was
Yeah.
drunk and stoned, but I loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
And
like.
you got downtown safely. No one attacked you.
From what I remember, I blacked out, and I didn't have any major cuts. A couple. Nothing crazy.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
Billie Eilish dying kind of put a damper on the whole show, though.
Yeah.
that did suck. Trying to stay positive, but you guys made me. It was still a positive.
I just hope that
experience.
whoever did it, I hope they catch the bad guy.
she did it to herself.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, she
Well,
was.
she always sounds so damn sad in those songs.
She
It wouldn't
do.
surprise me.
True. I want to hear you sing sometime too.
What do you want to hear?
Like, what's your favorite song? Or what's your favorite song to sing?
I like them all. I don't know.
Well,
what
what type of voice do you have?
A good one.
A good one? But
Mhm.
is it like or you do both?
I used to do when I would sing. I used to do like the Blues Brothers show at Universal. So it's kind of like
Bluesy?
baritone-y,
Oh,
blues,
that's
bass, sort of, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you can do different voices?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm dynamic.
Pretty cool.
I could do like opera shit.
No
I could
fucking
do
way.
high shit.
Wow.
I could rap.
Do you ever do sing jokes? Song jokes?
No, but I should.
You could.
There's nothing. Why not?
I mean,
Hey.
I wish I could do that.
I just don't. I don't play the. I don't play an instrument. I wish I did.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those people you see do like. Do you mean like singing a joke, or do you mean like telling jokes over music? Because like a lot of comics
Yeah.
will like play some guitar or play some music and then do their jokes over that.
I mean, like, I guess the only person I've seen do it is like Adam Sandler will have songs that are jokes.
Yeah.
And he's got a good voice.
Yeah.
And you've got a good voice if you can do all those different. If you can do opera, like, that's crazy. That could be really funny. I don't know. I think you're just super talented. I want to see you do everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, if anyone's birthday, if it's anyone's birthday out there, I'll do this for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. A happy birthday, person watching. Happy birthday to you.
I loved it. Good job, Ike. Thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thank you so much. I love the Big Naturals podcast, and I'm sorry for all the stuff I did with the sign and the set, and I'm just glad that we got it working again.
I am too, and I'm so happy you came on, and yeah, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks for
Bye.
watching.